other people, so that the magic is not usable for normal people, so that it is kept secret from the people. And I compared all this with our world and concluded that there might be something going on, and that this might be more than a matrix, that is. And I have to look to that stupid website again, but I think I don't know, maybe I have deleted it after I was cringing about it. Because of the blasphemy I wrote there also. Let me look for a moment. No, I did not. Well, I look into it now, what I also wrote. In a moment. Yeah, I thought there was also a pyramid scheme where we have, and at the very top down bottom, NPCs, non-playable characters, and then special NPCs, then side characters, protagonists, and heroes. And I explained it in that way, that NPCs are the people who are kept distracted, who don't care, who just do what they want, eat their distraction, their football, their GTA 6, whatsoever. And then and special NPCs. I was thinking that with special NPCs I meant that that these are people who know a little bit, but they always need a handout, always need somebody to tell them what to do. They can't do it themselves, and they also do not really care completely. Well, then with side characters, I thought that this I said that this was that this was the term for people who will look at some knowledge videos, some truther videos, and that they keep it in their mind, but they just look and keep noticing, but they don't really do much about it, but use it for themselves. And protagonists, I use that term for people that would actually do these kind of videos and do something to change the world somehow. Just like how I was trying back then, because back then I really wanted to try somehow to help the humanity. I tried it with music, I tried it with videos, and so on. Eventually I gave up, and I was kind of frustrated because I did not reach many. But it's also my fault, because I always back then was afraid to go outside to do something outside, because I was kind of worried what the people think about me. Ask that to me nowadays. If I really care what people think about me outside or whatsoever, then I would say that I don't care at all. Back then I was not like so. Back then I really cared what people would think about me outside. And heroes, I would consider these people that did these things. And eventually, back then I thought that people who spread the truth get murdered for it. And I'm not talking with an open mind right now, because I'm talking what I wrote here in this webpage and what I knew back then, and what I thought back then. So, and what I know nowadays. And I thought back then that the heroes were these who tell the truth and get murdered for it, or who talk the truth and had success with it, beat the game, in quotations, beat the game, and save the firmament that where we live in. So, like for an example, the Messiah is a hero because he saved the firmament before. He saved the firmament before the Heavenly Father decided to test us for once again for the last time with the short season we live in, to see whether we really go into His ways, whether we really believe in Him, fight for Him, do something for Him, or if we keep getting deceived by these fallen ones who are freed in this short little season that is. Yeah, and this was the hierarchy that I built for myself and thought. And yeah, I of course used also the Georgia Guidestones as an example, because in RPG games sometimes there's a stone tablet or something where something is written about plans and whatsoever, and the hero reads it in the video games. I mean, in the old Japanese retro video games that I play, it's sometimes like that, where the hero reads the stone tablet, and then after he reads it, he knows what is written there, and whether it's a good message or bad message, decides to do something for it if it's a good message, or against it if it's a bad message. And I compared it with the Georgia Guidestones that tell that they want to maintain the humanity under 5 million, I think it is, people, and that they want to let all nations rule eternally in a world court, and that they say to not be a cancer, and with that they mean don't be a parasite that want to disrupt our plants, that is, and whatsoever. Of course, I will show that picture as a reference because I still kept it safe in that old web page. And then I, sometimes in RPG games we have this intro, how they plan to destroy the world, or plan to destroy the world. I compared this with video games, where you usually see demons or occultists dressed in black, like how the Illuminati members are dressed in black if they do their sacrifices or whatsoever. I compared it with the pictures that I saw in Denver airport, and I wrote in that webpage for the first picture where you see that soldier stabbing the bird of freedom, where you see the dead children, the starving mothers and babies in the destroyed cities. I wrote as a footnote under that picture in the website that they kill the bird of freedom, and I described this picture and then associated the broken homes with World War III, which I think which I thought they wanted to plan. I think there might be happening something like that, and I'm not sure. I mean, I'm sure that there's something like this will happen, but it's all fear mongering and distraction, anyways. I continue, and of course, I described that there's a letter. I described that letter in the end of the first picture, where that is down at the right side, and I wrote about it that this hints that they want to rewrite history like they always do. And when I saw the farmer crying on this picture, I mean, I saw their farmer crying, or maybe it's just me. I think it's just me because I don't see it here anymore, but I also have a bad eye vision, so I think it's just me. I don't see a farmer crying. Yeah, I don't see a farmer crying, but I thought I saw a farmer crying, and wrote about it. That this could mean that vegetables and meat will all be gone, and that this would add up to starvation, to starve the humanity, that is. Then I continued with the second picture, where I described it, where I described what I saw, and I mean, I didn't write it yet back then, but I wanted to write it. That's what I think. I see a burning forest, and that would mean that they would burn the forests, burn the nature, so that there's not much there's not much what do we call it in English? I mean, I know it in German, it's Sauerstoff. My English sucks, so that's why I don't know what it's called in English. I apologize. But anyway, they burn the forest so that there's less air to breathe. That's what I thought, because back then I thought that trees are there so we can breathe more. Of course, ask me that nowadays, I would question it, you know? But I thought back then. And then I described the third picture, and